Don't know if I'm live. Okay, I'm just gonna pretend that this is live. Yeah. Uh, okay. Okay, you're watching me. Okay. All right. Okay, Mateo's sleeping in the next room, so I'm not gonna speak very loud. I hope you can hear me. Can you hear me? Okay. Okay, this is my first time on live stream, so I hope I'm doing everything right. Yeah. Okay, alright, it seems to be working. Again, this is not a YouTube video, so the quality of this film might not be as good as, well, the HD video that I usually do. Anyhow, okay, so this video, well, first of all, welcome to all of you that subscribed for this tutorial. It was the most requested. It was a lot of requests. Well, there were a lot of requests as well from men, and well, I am aware that maybe it's for the wrong reason. I'm aware of it, but well, you guys can still learn, even though maybe your reasons are something else. There's nothing to be ashamed of here. They're just breasts, and I'm here to teach you how they're actually used for, because I just don't like the way they are being used in such a erotic way. And sometimes we forget that they are used for much more important things. So okay, so I'm here. I'm here. Oh, I just think I can hear Mateo. I'm here to talk about hand expression, to show you guys how it's done, and at the end of this tutorial I will show you how I okay, I just need to hold on. No, he's fine. At the end of this tutorial I will have a round of questions so you guys can ask me anything. So here we go. So hand expression is just a technique that I think everybody should know, regardless of if you have a pump or if you don't have a pump. And it is important to know how you do it. I first started how to extract the milk naturally with your hand, and then I started using a pump. I will just show you the tutorial, the demo of how I do it, and then we can go on detail on how, on questions or, yeah, questions that you might have. Okay, so at the moment, Mateo is favoring this breast, and I don't know why. I think this one has more milk than the other. Also, I don't express much anymore because I don't breastfeed more than once a day. But anyway, okay, so here's the breast. The first thing I would like for you to not do is to pinch too hard. If you're hurting yourself, you're doing it wrong. So what I do is, this is, okay. On my video I mentioned as well that you should massage it, and it does help, especially if the breast is cold. It's a good thing to massage it. So massage it. Here is warm, so I don't think I need to, and it's just for demonstration, but massage it and warm it up, and that will help the milk flow. But so I'm trying to look at the screen to see if you guys can see what I see. Okay, the most important thing is to press it at the right place, and you just have to play around with the breast and see how it feels. Again, if it's hurting, stop. It doesn't have to hurt. So this is how I do it. I use this finger and this finger. So I press on both sides. Sorry, the light went off. I press on both sides. I don't have anywhere to catch it. Well, okay, I'm not going to extract a lot of milk, so I press on both sides, but what a mess. but I don't press on the nipple itself. So I press around the areola, and I don't squeeze too hard so I hurt myself. But it's kind of a pinching motion. The thing is, if you want to keep extracting, you need to have like a pumping motion as well. So this is how I really need to get something to catch this. Just hold on a second. What a waste. Yeah, I don't have bottles anymore. Matteo is old enough to to drink from a glass. So yeah, but anyway, I just don't want to waste it. I might give him to him later or drink it myself. So okay, so again, okay, so you can do it with one hand easily because the other one would have to be for, you know, to hold the container that you put in the milk on, and just point the nipple directly at the glass and try to get something that, you know, is not too wide, because milk sometimes tend to go everywhere. So yeah, this motion again with these two fingers, without hurting yourself and without pinching and without damaging the nipple at all. You don't even need to touch the nipple. Basically, it's the areola and that's it. So then you start just kind of producing like a pumping motion. Can you see? Yeah. I don't have a lot of flow right now because it's the end of the day and I just fed Matteo, so. But yeah, even though there's not a lot of milk coming out, you can still see, well, there is, but not as much as I would have in the morning. Yeah, there's not much in here. Anyway, I also wanted to let you know that, I also want to let you know that it's not the same to pump or to pump even with a machine, or to extract, or to have a baby actually sucking on the nipple, which is the natural way. You're going to get much less either hand extracting your milk or with a machine. Even with the fanciest, most expensive machine, you are going to have problems because it's just, the baby is not attached, and it just anatomically is not the same, and even the pumps, the best pumps, can't even do the same motion that a baby would do. So first of all, if the first time nothing comes out, don't worry, because that is normal. You're gonna be stressed out, you're trying to figure out how to do it, and it takes practice. And just focus on the movement at the beginning, and don't be afraid, and just practice. If not a lot comes out, it's okay. Milk will not come in general, even if you're feeding your baby out of the nipple, but milk would slow down or would not come out at all if you're really, really stressed out. So just as anything, stress is just not good for breastfeeding in general. So relax and practice, 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 practice. I don't really use the hand expression technique a lot, but I did use it right after Matteo was born, because the first night he wasn't, he was born in the night, and then in the morning he was sleepy, he didn't want to feed. So we extracted, my midwives extracted some milk, and we put it on a spoon, and he fed from that spoon. And that was the day after he was born. So that's how I started knowing more about hand expression and how it interested me. That this is kind of how it all started. So it's just important to know, I think, as a woman, as a breastfeeding woman, how to do it. There are other things in the market that can help you extract a little bit of milk if you need to, or with your flat nipples. If you are having problems with your flat nipples, I made a video about this, but it's the latch assist from Lancino. It's a very good device if you want to do hand expression, but at the beginning your nipple doesn't look like this. It actually goes inwards. It's very difficult to start a hand expression because the nipple doesn't come out. And again, I don't want you to hurt yourself, so you can check on Amazon. I think they sell them. Again, it's called latch assist, and it's helped a lot of moms in general with inverted nipples, because it's a very big issue. So it's important to be aware that not all moms are not all the nipples are the same, and sometimes it is difficult to start. Once you start, it gets easier because there's stimulation already and the flow does go. But yeah, the best thing that you can do when you express your milk is to give it to your baby the same day, but otherwise that you can put it in the fridge, or for I wouldn't leave it more than 48 hours, or to put it in the freezer as well. So you can use a container right away, or you can just pump it in the container and then pop it in the fridge and go to work, do whatever you need to do. So I see that there are some questions already. I think I'd rather just finish with the tutorial and then I will answer your questions. Okay, but there are some really good questions here. Okay, what else did I want to talk about? Yeah, I wanted to mention that sometimes you won't get the same amount when you express from one breast when you express with the other. I myself have problems getting enough milk from this one when I do extract. I get a lot more milk from here. In fact, I will show you. From this one, my nipple it just looks different. Anyway, when I try to express, the nipple goes inwards. I don't know why. So it's always more difficult to express from this breast. So, but the motion is the same. I just find it really hard. So right now, there's really nothing coming out of there, and the nipple goes in. Just the strangest thing. So there's nothing. It's like there's nothing. Anyway, when Mateo does feed from this boob, there is milk coming out, because like I say, there's a very different way of getting milk when you manually press it or extract it, or when a baby sucks from it. It's a completely different motion. So don't be scared if it doesn't happen at the beginning. Like this one, I really don't know why. When I did the video on YouTube, I used this one because I have problems manually extracting from this one. If you take a breast pump and you use one and the other, you pump from this one and then this one, you would see an amazingly big difference between one and the other. Also, my milk supply is much lower, thank God, because after feeding for 2.5 years, it's just my milk supply, it's naturally lower, so it's starting to gradually go down, which I'm happy about because it's the way it's supposed to be. I'm feeding much less, also a lot less at night. So yeah, anyhow, I am going to go ahead and maybe answer your questions, and yeah, and then after that I will say goodbye. So okay, let's get started with your questions.